I see that in your application, your name is Shelby. Is that like short for anything? Like Yami, for example, is short for Yamati.
Shelby is actually the long version. The short version is Schleb.
This is exactly why, Shelby, people say that we are their funniest friends.
Until I met you, I really felt like I was alone in the world. Belinda introduced me to them.
Sorry, my
Oh my
house
God.
is
there
rumbling.
a ghost?
My house
Okay,
is
well,
rumbling right now.
Listen, if you die, I'm a witness, so keep it rolling, Yami.
And you upload this shit. Get the views, girl.
Best friend fucking dies.
We could make it a bit, but I am asking you genuinely, what moment made you think I want to be friends with her?
The Ant-Man. This was my first time meeting you ever. We were at the Bachelorette. We were at Belinda's fabulous, most incredible Bachelorette in the history of the world. First day of the festivities, I went with another friend, with the wonderful, amazing Ellie, to Belinda's room to kind of start the party. And I met you for the first time. We like briefly like introduced ourselves.
Yeah.
Didn't really think, wasn't thinking like much of it. Just like, nice to meet you. This is awesome.
I was like, oh, these two hot bitches. Nice.
Oh, the hottest girl I've ever seen just said hello.
Oh, shit.
And so we went down to get the pool area set up. We like go through the gates. It's like really cool. It's the beautiful hotel.
Oh, yeah, that gorgeous ass hotel. Were we walking just silent?
I don't think so. I think you were Tyler. I think Ellie recognized the name of your website.
Oh.
And I was like, I've never fucking heard of you. And then for whatever fucking reason, we get into this fucking pool yard, and there's this fucking guy.
I don't know him, but I hate him.
It was like a vibe that he was giving off.
This guy had his name tag, and then everybody had like all their favorite fucking whatever Disney bitch. And he had, Ant-Man underneath his name. And we were just immediately railing this guy, reaming him a new asshole for fucking choosing Ant-Man.
Oh, like, did they like run out of like cool name tags?
Yeah.
Like,
did you have to choose last or something? Why the fuck would you choose Ant-Man?
Last?
And then Ellie's just she was just kind behind us, just like.
She was like, what the fuck are you
Why the fuck are they both so mean, instantly mean to this guy that they don't know? But he did deserve it.
He clarified. He was like, no, like, I love him. And
Yes.
we were like, I think we looked at each other. I think we were like,
what?
Okay.
Just
You
Ant-Man?
love Ant-Man.
Oh, you love Ant-Man? You love something small and then also big? My answer, actually, was at the end of that night, when you were leaving, and I was genuinely sad. I was like, oh, that sucks because she's leaving. I'm not seeing her tomorrow because the Bachelorette continued for another day. We're gonna hang out, sure, at the wedding, but like whatever. This friendship's done, straight up. We both went into the same bit, something along the lines of like me being like, and this does not make me sad because it does not impact my life at all. And then we both were like saying it at the same time. It's like, because we don't know each other, so this doesn't mean anything.
You are a stranger and you will remain a stranger.
And this is done at this point. This is going to be actually a hypothetical situation.
I love it.
I have just been dumped. Insane scenario. Never in a million years would happen. But like, let's pretend. Like, let's play pretend. Yeah.
You're really stretching my imagination.
Yeah. Suspend your disbelief, okay? I tell you that I've just been dumped. What are you doing?
What are you doing as I tell you? I was like, I don't know, like fucking making a salad.
Probably like eating.
Like shitting. I don't know.
You interrupted me while I'm taking a shit.
I want to know if you're okay. Like I guess I immediately want to know like how you feel about it. Because if you're like,
sometimes people are like, oh my totally God, I'm
fine.
So sad. That's true. That's
yeah,
fair.
Sometimes people are fine. Sometimes people are like, I want to fucking slash his tires, and I'm there. You know, nice. It's like really, I want you to set the tone so that I can react appropriately.
That's a good answer.
Thanks. I studied.
Do you have a hobby or an interest or like a passion that I don't know about?
Do you know that I love pole dancing?
No.
I have a pole in my garage, like right over there. Got these babies. They're right here.
What the fuck? This is amazing. I guess my hobby is to find new hobbies. Just like learning a new thing. I hate most of them. Basically, I hate it because I'm not instantly really fucking good at it. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I have that too.
100%.
No, literally.
100%.
Yeah, if I'm not immediately good, I'm like, I hate it.
Yeah. You once upon a time mentioned to me that a big inspiration for you in your game writing was Ori and the Blind Forest.
I believe you remember that. my god, I feel like such a bitch. I can't remember the one that you said.
You shouldn't feel bad. I listen to a weird serial killer extent.
It's like not even something someone told you. You're like, oh, when you were like 12 years old, you were like in the schoolyard and you dropped a granola bar.
It's like a thought that they had that I somehow knew. What's your love language? Mine's quality time.
That makes total sense that yours
Yeah,
is quality
I just want to
time.
spend time with you.
The one that I get or I try to give is words of affirmation. Like I'll write. I love leaving like little notes for people.
Aw.
Or Alex is like I'll tell him like if it's my birthday or anything. Like really the only thing I want is like a handwritten.
Aw.
Note.
I took a test
Yeah.
for this specifically. I had the top quality time. The second to top was words of affirmation, and then the rest was like non-existent. I'm like, don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking dare do anything for me. Like,
I love quality time when it's happening. I get really stressed out planning it.
but like, what about if like somebody planned it for you?
Oh, that's easy. That's like the easiest thing ever. I'm like, hell yeah.
Okay, so then me saying like, hey, let's hang out sometime would mean it will never fucking happen.
Yeah, if you're like, hey, come over, or like you could even be like, hey, Shelby, I'm gonna come over and we're gonna watch a movie. I'd be like, yay.
I genuinely would never do that because I'm like a vampire and I need to be invited.
I messed around in a dark crypt and now I'm a vampire. You gotta invite me in.
Well, you could invite me. You could be like, you, Shelby, you come over and we'll watch a movie.
Well,
like,
you
that's
invite
fine.
me.
Like, no, I can't because I'll be like, Yami hates me.
Absolutely not. Oh no. This is not gonna work.
No, it's so bad. I'll like get in my own head about it.
Even like someone who's made it really clear that I love you, like me. When you were too sick while I was in San Francisco, at night I took an Uber to you out of like totally out of my wit just to like see you even before I left, like even me.
Maybe not you, actually. Maybe you are the.
Like I'll tell you honestly, like everyone that loves you like really fucking loves you, and like I've never heard a bad thing about you at all.
Okay.
I have no horse in this race. I don't even live in your same city, so it's not even like.
I could care less. I think like deep down I know that. I feel like I just like for whatever reason sometimes I just get anxious about like dumb shit, and like I know enough to like recognize that I'm like, oh, this is something I'm anxious about, and it's not necessarily at all like what is true.
I tend to get into my head a lot about friendships and whether or not I'm like being too much or like somebody hates me now suddenly, like, and it's like, oh, they didn't respond to me, so they must fucking, like stupid shit like that. So I get that, but it just sounds like crazy coming from you because like you're so beloved.
When I was like younger, I had a group of friends of girlfriends, and there were like a couple incidents where like a girl came over for a sleepover and I took a whiteboard and I like planned out our night on the whiteboard with like alternating colors of like black and pink. I was like, oh, like when you get here we'll hang out, and then like at this time we'll have dinner, and then we'll have a pillow fight, and then we'll watch a movie. And it was so cute, whatever. And I was like so excited.
Really fucking cute.
A little while later I learned from somebody else that like my friend had told other people that I did that, and that it was like the lamest thing ever, and it was like so stupid and like so bad.
What are their names? So go fucking beat them up right now. Children are fucking sociopaths. I'll say it.
So I'm like I'm self-conscious about the way that I dance, and the whole reason is because when I think I was in the 6th grade, we had a school dance, and I went with my fucking friends.
Same friends that already talk shit about
you?
I
think it was like one of them was like the same girl who was like spreading shit about like my shitty sleepover or whatever. And I thought we were.
It wasn't a shitty sleepover. It sounds like an awesome sleepover. Fuck that! Don't talk shit about your sleepover.
And I thought we were having a great time like dancing, and then literally like a couple days later, like another. Like, I think they were talking, they were like, Shelby, it was really embarrassing, like, the way that you were dancing. I was like, oh my god! And I was so horrified, and to this day, I am still self-conscious.
You should have been like, meet me on the ice, bitches.
I should have. Do you want to hear the worst one?
Is there more?
I think it was still, like, the same girl.
This bitch sucks. I'm gonna beat her up. What's her name?
So in grade 6, I had started writing my first book, which was like, awesome. To me, the biggest deal. It was about pirates. There was a girl who was an orphan, and she gets like adopted by pirates, and it's like this whole crazy thing.
Cool.
And she has magic powers and like fairy wings. It was crazy. It was like insane. And I was like so excited about it that I would like talk about it all the time and like talk about the characters. And I was like writing my friends into the book as characters because they thought it was like really cool and they were excited about it. One day in English class, my teacher let me read out some of it to the class, and I was like, oh my gosh, like if anybody wants to like be in the book, like come come let me know and I'll like write your name down and I'll like turn you into a character and you'll be in it. And the whole class, like, everybody raised their hands. They were so excited. They were like, oh my God, put me in. So I made a list of like everybody's names. And then a couple days later, I shit you not, we were watching a Planet Earth video. And this like note gets passed to my desk that everyone in the class had signed. And it was from my friend saying that I was taking the whole book thing too far and was being really annoying and that I needed to stop. I was like crying in class in the darkness of a Planet Earth video. And I was really confused too, because everyone seemed like
they wanted to be in it. See, I'm telling you, children are fucking sociopaths. Well, no, okay, number one, you sounded like we would have been friends if we had like grown up in the same time. I wrote, I started writing a story. Mine was a graphic novel. It was comics. Or at like 6th grade time also. So that's cool. Third, fuck those people. Do you think that's why like now you kind of had this like thinking of being rejected?
I think it's because in pretty much all those scenarios at the time, to my face, people had been like excited and like normal and like,
but then behind your back they like,
and then behind my back and like a couple days later they were like, actually we hate you. And I'm like, oh my God, like how could I not see it, like whatever. And I don't know, I feel like I've like carried that like with me.
That's fair. That's really fucking like sad. Yeah, that makes sense. But like also like again, children are fucking sociopaths and their brains
they are. Yeah, right. Like I would never fucking let a 10-year-old talk to me like that now.
I'm not gonna undo 20 years or whatever the fuck this thing you've been carrying, but I will say that like I would not lie to you, and you can be certain that I would not tell you that I think you're awesome. I wouldn't even be filming this right now. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think you were awesome and I genuinely wanted to get to know you more and be closer to you.
I will believe you. And I love you, and that's why I'm here.
Yay. Honestly, fuck those kids. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, your love language.
Love languages? Yeah. Please don't pass me a note that says we fucking hate you.
Even as a joke, I would not do that because that's fucked up. As a girl that never really had like girlfriends growing up, like I was very much so like surrounded by boys at all the times, and I struggled with having girl friendships. I would have fucking loved your sleepover. Would have been like, yeah, what are we doing next hour?
Yami. Yeah.
You know what you should do for your bachelorette? You should fucking do another little whiteboard.
To do a whiteboard.
I would have loved a fucking sleepover at that age like that. Next time I go to San Francisco, literally.
Oh my God, we should have a sleepover. Yeah, we'll
plan on a whiteboard.
We'll literally do it. I still have this isn't the whiteboard.
Oh, okay. I was like, holy shit.
That'd be crazy if it was like that same fucking whiteboard. Oh my God.
And it wasn't erased. It still has all the fucking.
Right. There's like teardrops, like
clearly like circle drop where the drops. Next one's a hypothetical situation. We plan to go on a girls' trip together to a city that we've both never been to. We are clearly planning. Like, it's just us. It's just gonna be us.
Yeah.
However, at one point, I start talking about inviting my boyfriend. What do you do?
Laughing because I feel like I'm the bitch that would like do something like that.
Not if it's just us, Shelby.
I'd probably legit be like, ew, what?
There is only one answer in these open-ended questions. And the correct one is call an ambulance because I'm clearly having a serious concussion and I need medical attention. Because I would never do that.
Maybe I'd be like, girl, is he the one?
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, you really like him.
No, still just a concussion.
No, it's definitely, there's a medical emergency. When we were in Paris and we were doing, because I got to go for the game press tour, so I got to like go to Paris. And we were like, what if we went on like a creme brulee tour and tried to eat the best creme brulee? And so we just like restaurant hopped and only ordered creme brulee.
I explicitly wanted to buy every single cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory and rank them.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I saw pictures of those. Okay, you fucked it up. Your taste skewed the fucking data.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. Everybody was like, oh, I'd give that a 2. I'd give that a 3. And I was like, 10.
Everyone was like, this is like way too sweet. It's like not good.
And I was like, what's your sign?
Libra. I remember you did this with Belinda, right? You guys were like 23%.
Yeah, it was like a very low percentage. Our friendship compatibility is actually 75%.
Take that, Belinda. What makes it so high? Like, does it give an explanation as to like,
Libra is a cardinal sign and Aquarius is a fixed sign.
you know, hanging out? Like Alyssa's birthday, like that was so fun. Like the Bachelor,
Oh
like,
my
that was amazing.
god. Alyssa's birthday was so fucking fun. That bounce
That
house
was,
was
that was like the best day of my life. That fucking bounce.
specifically.
That's a W.
I regaled my friends here with tales of how we instantly turned into children inside that bounce house.
Get her!
We're just like, if you
Oh my god, I did. You know, like if you, I know, and then I like literally did that in a meeting the other day, and I was like really confused as to why nobody understood what was happening, and I was like, oh my fucking god, that was Yami, and then I was.
You thought that an inside joke with me was with the random group of your coworkers?
And then everyone was like, ah.
My favorite little memory from that was Belinda later on that night being like, you and Shelby are so small that when you're both together in your little like goblin mode, you're both just like Hypothetical situation. We're both guests at a good friend's wedding. During an important speech in the night, from let's say like one of their parents, I'm suddenly silently choking. Both kind of think I'm not choking at first, so like we don't pay my, but like as soon as I take a sip of water, it comes back up actually, and only me and you notice. Like no one else has noticed, but you know I'm choking and I know that I'm choking. What is the next move? What are we doing? And yes, this is inspired by true events.
God, I will never forget my exact thought.
That was so funny. That was, everyone at that table was like, is Yami religious? During one of the important, beautiful speeches of like a family member of theirs, I forget who.
It was the dinner prayer.
And like we're all standing. I start to choke on nothing. I'm choking on literally just my saliva. And it's so bad that I don't want to make a noise. So I'm not like clearing my throat at all. I'm just letting it fucking build up. And it's getting so bad that I start bawling my fucking eyes out. And I'm like dying. I'm like reaching out for water, trying to sip. I sip the water in hopes that it goes down because if it comes back up, I am choking. But it went down. So I was like, okay, I'm fine. But I'm still fucking dying. So I'm like wiping the tears off. And then after it's all said and done, I find out that everyone at the table saw me and was wondering, like, is she really religious or, like, not at all religious?
Yeah, because I was directly behind you, so I wasn't even seeing the tears. I was just seeing you, like, drinking water and
Right,
shit.
right. You
like,
and Alex were behind me.
I was like,
so
that's
like,
so
damn.
fucking rude. Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't give a fuck. She's just drinking water right now. She doesn't care.
I was like, oh my god, like, I also don't really give a shit about religion. Like, should I take a sip of water and be a bad bitch? Like, should I be like, I don't give a shit?
But I'm just testing my throat to see if I'm gonna die. And then meanwhile, Ellie and her partner who are in front of me, like they like see me with the tears and they're like, damn, she's really moved by this. Something that you should know about me, I am the sweatiest bitch alive. Look at this. It's just one armpit.
Why is it just one?
So hypothetical question yet again. I'm getting married. You're a bridesmaid. Suddenly you get word that my ex is on his way to be he's going to be in attendance and he plans on objecting. What are you doing?
I kill him. I literally kill him.
Intercept him on the highway. That's a beautiful chivalrous answer, but what I was really looking for was let it play out because I fucking love drama. And my wedding is absolutely going to be 100% live streamed. And can you imagine the views?
You could like drop something on him.
Like an anvil?
Yeah, or like a bucket of blood, like really up the production
Like
value,
Carrie.
you know?
Or make it so that like a lot of people object. It's not just him.
Oh, that's
So many people
Everyone's like,
stand up.
I object.
I also object. Actually, while somebody else is already talking, I'd like to also jump in to piggyback on that one. Let's say I was in San Francisco this weekend. What are we going to be doing on a Saturday night?
Sleepover.
The sleepover that we talked about earlier.
Sleepover.
Yay!
I want to watch a movie with you.
I know. I do. Oh my God. That's a good question. When we're watching a movie, like, are you the type to sit down and like really, really watch and you're not going to let quips? It's okay if you are.
No, I quip the shit out of movies.
Okay, I love quips.
All I know.
I love quipping.
I like
I love being like, joke here, joke there, but I'll also shut up if it's necessary.
If it's like really sad,
Oh yeah, I mean,
like-
if it's a depressing movie, you just hear me go like, "Oh my god."